Urban Therapy with Sun752. This your daily go-getterism number 433 for December 10th, 2014. 2015. Anyway, yo, I got something fly for y'all tonight. You know what I mean? Yo, check this out. This is new birth. Yeah, so y'all know what's about to happen, right? This is hot. Yo, it's the truth. Oh. Yo, the music. The music is just sick. Sick. What a beginning of the song. What a start.
She's faced the hardest time you could imagine.
Yeah.
Many times her eyes fall back the tears. Lord.
Wildflower, baby.
When her useful world was about to fall in.
This is when it was real. It's a long song. Taking the time on this, like 6 minutes, 31 seconds. Kick it. That thing's sick. It's straight sick. Yo. Yeah. Sure is the truth. You know what I mean? That's the joy you can rewind over and over and over. You can just rewind the beginning of it. Anyway, tonight I want to talk to y'all about loins over logic, or logic over loins. You know, sometimes we allow our carnal desires, our sexual desires, to decide exactly what we do in situations where our back is up against the wall. And when I say when our back is up against the wall, I mean like you might be grinding somebody with their back up against the wall. I mean, it's a crazy thing, because when we're young and we're really just trying to, you know, learn our way through life, we're trying to, you know, find out exactly, you know, where basically we're trying to learn how to control ourselves. And it's real hard to do when you're younger, when you're like a teenager and, you know, your hormones are raging all crazy. So, you know, you get your girl, you know, your first girl. You know what I mean? I mean, that first one you start having sex with. If you start having sex when you're a teenager, there are actually people out there who wait until they're like in their 20s to start doing it. But not around my way. It was all a teenage thing. So when you get your first joint, you know what I mean, your first steady joint, the one that you learn your sexual behavior with, it's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Y'all be doing it all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like all the time. It's just crazy. Because in many ways, you really don't know what you're doing. But in some ways, you're learning more and more and more. And back in the days, we watching pornos, we watching all kinds of things that may have messed up our ideal of what sex and love is. But nonetheless, you know, you learn how to, you know what I mean, work that salami the right way. So, in learning that and going through all of that, you kind of had to learn when is the right time to have sex and when is the wrong time to have sex. Because as you know, there's a right time and a wrong time for all things. And sex is definitely one of those things where you can make some really, really bad mistakes by letting the little head run the big head, so to speak. And you know, when you start talking about the little head running the big head, sometimes you can be put in a position where you really are confused about which one needs to take precedence and take the lead in situations. You know, when there's so much peer pressure when you are younger, peer pressure to get some, peer pressure to perform sometimes. You know, you get into all kinds of crazy situations when you're really learning your body, trying to learn somebody else's, trying to find out exactly what you like, trying to learn what somebody else likes. And if the process goes through in a healthy way, it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And if the process doesn't go down in a healthy way, not necessarily unhealthy, but in a way that's that's not done in an intelligent way. Now, when you start talking about your emotions, intelligence and emotions don't always go together, but we kind of have to find a way to tie the two together, because if we don't, then we get unwanted pregnancies. We may get STDs, or they call them STIs now, or whatever. Back in the day, it was VD. You got the clap. Got you burning. I think they still say that. Got burnt. And growing up in the '80s, that burn was it had dire consequences, because that was the AIDS era. So one bad sexual experience could literally affect your life, because it may have taken your life. We've lost a lot of people to that back in the day. Maybe not as much now, but it's still no cure. You don't want to live with that. You know what I'm saying? Um, so, um, so yeah, your loins over your logic. And there are other times when your logic may take precedence over your loins, and it's still unhealthy. Using sex as a weapon, in other words, using your sexual prowess to get back at somebody to make them jealous, or getting back at somebody. Somebody did something to you, so you go ahead and mess around with a man, or mess around with a woman. It's more like mess around with a man. It's not. Either way, it's not easy. It's not a good thing to do. Prostitution. It's not healthy sexual behavior. You know what? Before we finish this video, there's something I wanted to say. I want to put this question in your mind. When we start talking about sexual health, check this out. Ask yourself this, and y'all might want to Google this. Is pregnancy healthy? Healthy. I don't think we ever really think about that. But when you think about it, and the reality is that every woman who gives birth to a child risks her life. Many women have died in childbirth. But in order for us to keep the earth populated and to keep our bloodline continuing, we have to go through this. We have to risk our lives. So overall, is pregnancy healthy? Think about that. Think about that. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours. And when it really all comes down to it, if you want to practice healthy sexual behavior, you're going to have to really try to tie in your mind with your genitals. You're going to have to curtail your sexual desires, for the moment, living in the moment, and think about those moments that come after the act is done. Because there's a lot that goes into that, and you don't want to fuck yourself up for good. As my pop used to always say, he was trying to get some pussy and fucked around and got fucked. Something like that. Excuse my profanity. Just trying to keep it 100. Serious. Don't forget about the Mind Right and Body Better fitness program this Saturday and every Saturday at the McVeigh Recreational Center, 400 East Ontario Street, the corner of Ontario and D Street in Philadelphia. Come on through. I don't care if you live in Jersey, Maryland, Delaware, whatever. Come on through. We're doing some big things, and we really are getting the mind right and body better. We give out free water. We give out free literature. We really, we discuss things amongst ourselves. We're trying to do this thing. We're really trying to get ourselves together as a people. So don't front on that. Smile at y'all. You know what I'm saying? Get with y'all later. And, this new birth joint. You know what I'm saying? This shit is hot. Urban Therapy with Sun, man. The hood is our health. Health, most important. Anything healthy is good.